You don't find pieces like this super often. This morning I'm at Isla Vista and I'm gonna do a quick little beach run. Good way to start the day. View up here is incredible on the sea cliffs, and there's an access point right there. So there was a tsunami warning recently, and I mean, it was midnight around then for Santa Barbara, but yeah, I think we also, in the channel here, you have the Channel Islands, which can dissipate waves, but I'm gonna actually go this way this time, and there are a lot of access points, for coming up. That looks like it needs to happen. Not too far from where I started, just right there, you do have, these little sea caves like this that are, I mean, when the tide's high, it can be hard to access them, but when it's on the low side like this, you got these nice little caves here, so definitely a cool spot. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get a few photos and then get going. Love jogging on the beach, but I also like making these videos, so not sure how much footage I'll actually get. But yeah, cave, at least that. So as you have storms in the area, a lot of crazy waves, some of these staircases just get obliterated, Here's a nice example of that. And I think this was even maybe within the last few years, I don't remember. But yeah, pretty wild spot, and you want to be careful. Been out here before, and like when the tide kind of starts coming up, this becomes very hard to pass. But right now you have this nice view of all these logs, some sort of old barrier structure perhaps. So behind me you can see that there are these deep foundational structures kind of drilled into the sea cliffs here, and it's pretty wild, like how much sea cliff erosion you get. It really, I think, can be devaluing and dangerous for people living in these properties here, renting them out. But yeah, anyway, this one's pretty wild and has only gotten worse over the years. Here's another one of those structures where they initially sort of drilled into the sea cliffs. Kind of see it here. They're more kind of consistently that way, but yeah, anyways, it can be a risky place to live long term, I assume, with erosion, right? There's like really no support beneath this balcony here. Not even sure if anyone's actually living in this property right now. It would be sketchy. I think for this one, these stairs are actually closed, I guess for maintenance, and it's a good thing. You don't want this one falling apart like the other one was. But yeah, again, this is all wood, right? And it's right by the beach, which is, I mean, arguably not great for this. It's probably treated wood, but I don't know, still. Also, like, this goes down deeper. So what essentially happens at the beach here is you get like more sand deposition in the summer, and then the storms kind of washes it away. So the storms kind of wash it away. So yeah, but anyways, neat staircase and a neat way to kind of track the sand deposition there. So right here we have some discharge from a lagoon kind of near UCSB. I think I'm just gonna go up and show you all that real quick before I keep going down a little further. But yeah, the university campus has a really big, beautiful lagoon. So neat spot, good for birding, other things like that. But yeah, let's go see it. Here we are. This is the UCSB Lagoon, and this is where that water is being discharged from. Anyways, yeah, very, very beautiful lagoon, and yeah, nice spot. That lagoon's always nice to visit, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is just keep jogging up a little further. Might turn around soon and maybe do a quick little swim, I don't know. The water actually doesn't look too bad right now, but nothing crazy. We did have that tsunami warning, as I mentioned. So this right here, I think, is the remnants of an old fault scarp. From what I understand, there was a really famous local geologist, the late Ed Keller, who birds, who really knew this area well. Yeah, anyways, I don't know. Do you see those? Maybe I'll do normal. These birds are just chilling. I think these are sanderlings, but let's see if we can get some. Yeah, there's some sanderlings. Anyways, yeah, cool spot. Tide is certainly maybe rising a little bit. I think low is around 7. But yeah, maybe I'll climb on top of one of these. So yeah, this is one of the further out spots. When you make your way up this, there are lots of mussels and anemones. You know, you do have some really, careful of that, really beautiful sea anemones too. These little things here with the tentacles. So I might get a few photos of those real quick before I just kind of walk out towards the end there. So I'm out at the tip of that fault scarp about, and it's very beautiful. I was actually just kind of talking. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I forgot what I was saying, to be honest. I don't really remember, but yeah, anyways, we do have this beautiful section of coast. Isla Vista is over there. Goleta Beach and more Mesa, kind of that way. And yeah, you know, Santa Barbara, love it, miss it. Beautiful spot. And I'm gonna get a little more footage here, I think, and then jog back. I might do a quick little thing in the ocean, but I don't really know if I'm gonna do that. We'll see. Anyways, this may be a video, maybe a back video, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get right at the edge of this, but again, a lot of sharp stuff here. We got a few little, I guess you'd call them tide pools here, little pools. I'm not seeing too much aside from the anemones in them at the moment, but yeah, all right, anyways, wow. Yeah, happy to have done this, even though it's kind of got to be a short run today. Very cool little fault scarp area. From this angle, you can really see how that platform is divided into quite a few little terraces. But yeah, I would like to keep going further, but you know, I gotta make my way back. I have something to do here today. But yeah, there might be a little more after this. Fun spot, you know, looks like our little seagull friend is right over here now. And yeah, I'm gonna get going back as I mentioned in a sec. Let's get some seagull footage though. How is this gonna work? There he is. Little seagull right there, just hanging out on this earthquake scarp. I keep saying earthquake scarp. It might be more of an earthquake terrace. I don't know the exact name, or platform, earthquake platform. But yeah, anyways, jogging back. Got a nice little flock of brown pelicans here, just doing their thing. Let's zoom in. A little further out now, but they were very close. Anyways, yeah, the tide's rising, so let's get back. I'm making a good pace, you know. I was filming a lot more on the way up. I had to stop things again because we have a little seal, or a sea lion friend here. I think it's a harbor seal, and he just died down, but I suspect he'll poke his head up sometime soon. Yeah, there it is. Give me a sec. Yeah, right there. Little harbor seal. Yeah, cool to see. You don't find pieces like this super often, but this is a nice little, I'd say, you know, jewelry quality piece of abalone shell, and it's not one of the green abalones. It's one of the thicker varieties, so it does have some staining here and there, but yeah, nice piece of abalone. You got this really vibrant kind of blue-purple color here, and yeah, neat to see. I'm no jewelry expert, but it would be fun to try to fashion this into like a necklace or something. It's already got like a big hole there, so it might be easy, I don't know. So I was actually thinking about swimming here a little bit. I did see like maybe one or two gray things kind of bobbling when I was starting my jog, but now that I think about it, it may have just been some like harbor seals chilling right by the staircase I came down at too. So yeah, I don't see anything bobbling at the moment. Anyways, yeah, I think that was cool. Or wait a second. Yeah, something is over there. I'm gonna go take a look actually. I'll get the waterproof case too. Looks neat. So there is something out there. It's kind of stationary. I'm gonna put my phone in this case, and then we can try to figure out what it is. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but yeah. So I did get in a little bit. I didn't actually go out, and I really want to describe what happened to you. So, you know, you do see little like sand sharks and rays here occasionally. I haven't actually been here in a little bit, but when I used to live here, I used to jog up and down, swim like every day, you know, and you'll, yeah, I mean, not you don't see them here, but you know, in certain parts, especially when you get a little further out there, sometimes when the water is really shallow, you can see a bunch of like shark fins, like little shark fins poking up. What happened right here, which hasn't really happened a bunch in my experience when I used to live here before about 2018, maybe it's about when I left. But so I just went out a little bit, and like every other step I felt like a very big fish on my foot. And yeah, it was pretty wild. And so you know, at one point I wasn't sure what they were, and I saw like things kind of coming up, and there was actually a stingray that came up, you know, like it actually swam up near the surface here, and it's really not too deep. Like the gradient is pretty shallow. But yeah, and as I was making my way back, I saw like a little shark that must have been at least like a meter long. So not huge, but like a meter is big for like a sand shark, right? Like this was a big sand shark, so it might be really good for fishing now, but I'm not gonna risk getting like a whole stingray issue. Even that shark, like if it had really like nibbled at me, which I mean I'm bigger than a meter, so maybe not, but even if it had, like I think it could have done some damage if it wanted to. But yeah, for whatever reason, any ocean fishers, lots of big fish for a reason I really don't know why. But yeah, essentially maybe every like 2 or 3 steps, my foot would like interact with a big fish that would like move away. So yeah. There was something fun out here. So I tried getting some footage, and I did see that big shark looking thing like twice, I think, but I don't think I got really great footage of it either time, just because it's really sandy. I do wish I was filming more when I first actually went in there, but the first time I was like, you know, just like going in with all this energy, like no care in the world. All of a sudden I'm like feeling fish everywhere, and then I see like a stingray and some other rays, and then I'm making my way back, and I'm like, oh wow, it's a really big shark, you know, at least for waters this shallow. So yeah, anyway, yeah, you know, be aware of that, especially out here. You know, the gradient is very shallow, so you know, you can go out a good ways and still be standing, but yeah, if you go further down that way, it gets deeper more immediately, and then you don't have to worry about stingrays as much if you know how to swim.